Hello everyone, welcome to another Plotly tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part, which is chapter 3, section 1, we are learning bar and pie charts. In section 1, we will cover bar charts. So you will learn how to import sample data, create vertical bar charts, create vertical bar charts on some real world examples, create horizontal bar charts. We will also see how we can change color, how we can customize different type of charts, and how we can create a clustered bar chart and a stacked bar chart. What is the meaning of it, and everything that you are seeing here will be discussed. So this tutorial is for beginners who are learning graph plotting with the help of Python pandas, who are learning exploratory data analysis with Python pandas, and specifically with Plotly library. So we will use Plotly Express library here, Python pandas library here, and load tips dataset for reference. Let's get started with it. So we will learn about bar and pie charts in Plotly. In this chapter, you will master how to create bar charts and pie chart using the Plotly library in Python. Both are essential for categorical and proportional data visualization. It will help you in telling stories about campaign performance, audience demographics, regional sales, or content engagement. We will explore them one by one. So, first question is why buy bar and pie chart? In real world data analytics, whether in marketing, e-commerce, or business intelligence, not all data represents trends over time. Sometimes you need to answer questions like which ad campaign generated most leads, which region or country performed better in sales, what's the percentage contribution of each traffic source. That's where bar chart for comparison and pie charts for composition come into play. We have created many reports using Power BI, and most of them you will see bar charts. For example, here we are seeing average fine amount by day of week. This is one bar chart. In a pie chart, we are seeing average fine amount by vehicle type. Vehicle type being categorical data. Weekday means categorical data. And we are showing a number that is average fine amount by that categorical value. In this case also you will see something similar. So here we will understand their purpose on a particular data set that we use mostly, a kind of data set that we use mostly. A bar chart is ideal for comparing categories side by side, and each bar length or height represents its value, making it visually intuitive to spot differences. And we will use Plotly. So we will use Plotly.express and Plotly.graph objects that you have seen in previous two chapters as well. So let's see the first example. In our first example, so we have Google Colab open here, and this is bar and pie chart in Plotly. So in bar and pie chart in Plotly in Colab, we will import the library first. So this will connect to the backend, and it will import Plotly Express as PX, which is the working module which we will use to create different charts as we have done in previous parts as well. So now you can see Plotly Express has been imported. We are creating a simple data. It is a dictionary. In our dictionary data, we have two keys, campaign and leads generated. That means we have one categorical value, one numerical value. So in campaign, we have a list. In this list, we have four elements. Let's say a company is running different type of advertisements like Google ads, Meta ads, LinkedIn ads, and YouTube ads. And when they are running these type of ad campaigns, they are generating some leads from them. The leads are 250, 180, 90, and 140 respectively, because list is a ordered value. Or list is a ordered collection of data. So now in data variable, we have X as campaign and Y as leads generated. We are putting title. So a simple bar chart in Plotly Express or PX can be created as PX dot bar. So we are using PX dot bar, and in this PX dot bar we are using variable data. Then we are using X, like it needs X parameter. So here you can see we have different element, and here X will be your key. If you are using a data frame, then X will be your column name, Y will be another column name. Title is something that you can put according to your requirement, according to your own understanding. We are coloring by campaign because this is a categorical data. So if we have 4 campaigns, that means we will have different colors as per these campaigns, and text will be lead generated. Sorry for noise. And we create figure and then we write figure dot show. Once you will do that, you will be able to see a figure which is a bar chart. And here in this bar chart you can see, we in text you can see we are seeing campaign Google Ads leads generated 250. So this text is being shown, and you can see if text is dark, this text, if background is dark or if color of bar is dark, we are automatically seeing a light color over it, light text over it. So this is how you can create that. And here you can also, you know, click on them to disable or enable them on the graph. So this is lead generated by campaign. This is one figure. Let's analyze on some other data set. This is a dummy data set. So we'll add code here. We'll import another library, import cbon as SNS, because in SNS there is a data set that is tips data set. So we'll write tips is equal to SNS dot load data set, and we are loading tips data set. This tips data set is very famous data set. It's used for exploratory analysis and machine learning problems, supervised machine learning problems. In this tips data set, I am writing tips dot head. So what this will do, this will create a data frame. This line will create a data frame for us, and we have not even loaded pandas library, then also it does. That's how they have created it. So when we are selecting top 5 rows of this tips data set, you can see in a restaurant where these people went to eat, they recorded their data. If total bill was 16.99, they gave a tip of 1.01 to the waiter. Tip giver was a female, like whoever was paying. This person was not a smoker. Day was Sunday, time was dinner, and so on. If I write tips.sample, then you will be able to see. Let's get 8 samples. So you can see gender is female and male. Smoker is no and yes. Days are Thursday, Saturday, Friday, and Sunday. Time is lunch and dinner. So here also we have different categorical data and we have different numerical data. But in this case, for every campaign, we had one single value. But here for female, we have multiple values. That's why in such cases, in real cases, we have to use group by. So if I write tips dot group by, and in group by I take a categorical value, for example time, and then if I select one column, one numerical column, that is total bill, and then I find its mean. This is how you can find mean. So you will be able to see that for lunch it is this and for dinner it is this. So this is what you can do. So similarly, if I select day here instead of time, so I will be able to see day wise total bill. So day wise total bill is given here. This is day wise average bill. If I select sum, this is day wise total bill. So if I take this into account and I want to create a bar chart from this, then we have to change it as a data frame. So if you will write it as reset index, then it will become a data frame. This is series, this is now a data frame. Let's call it day-wise bill or day-wise total bill. I'm just creating a data frame here, day-wise bill. So now once I will write day-wise bill, I will be able to see this data frame. And now as per our previous case, let's create. So in this case, your X value, first of all, your data will become day-wise bill, your entire data frame. Your X will become your categorical value. So I will put day here. Total bill will become Y. In title, we can write total bill by day, or we can also say total revenue by day. In color, we have to put day because it is categorical. And in text, we have to say total bill. So remember here, this total bill is actually sum of total bill. And once you will run that, you will be able to see a chart like this, total bill by day, and which is clearly telling us that on Saturdays, this particular restaurant has got highest amount of bill. So this is a way of doing it on real data frames, and you will be able to analyze them. Now you can take something as a homework, and what you can do is you can tell us total bill by gender, average tip amount by smoker, yes or no, average tip amount by time of day, and so on. So you can try. All you have to do is replace them accordingly. So first group by that particular column, then select your group by the categorical column and select your numerical column and apply formula like sum, mean, minimum, maximum, count, etc. So this is what you can do. Let's add another line of code. This is how you can create bar charts. So I will put here and add code. Now explanation you already got from me. X, Y, color are different for better readability, and text displayed exact value on each bar. Here's some business insight. You can instantly see that Google Ad delivered the highest leads while LinkedIn Ad underperformed, guiding budget allocating decisions. This is on the basis of this example. Now, the bar charts that we created are vertical bar charts. We can also create horizontal bar charts. In case of horizontal bar charts, you only need to write orientation equal to H. So if we select this example, for example, if we select this and I write orientation equal to H, like if I write it like this, so I will be able to see, I have to put comma, so then I will be able to see a horizontal bar chart. But here you can see we have a problem here, that on x-axis day is there, y-axis total bill is there. Also we have some issue because in this case on x-axis we will put day total bill, and on y-axis we will put day. So this is total bill by day, and this is something that you can check from here. So this is how you can create a bar chart, and this is a horizontal bar chart. So I have added these examples here as well in my blog so that you can get the code from here. Some real life applications are, as a digital marketing analyst, you can use horizontal bar charts to rank top 10 performing keywords, best email campaigns, most visited pages or landing pages. If you are doing it as a financial analyst, you can use top 10 performing segments, or if you are analyzing sales, you can see region-wise sales, you can see state-wise sales. There are many applications that can be used here. Wherever there is a categorical data and a numerical data to show, you can use this. Now we will also see example of grouped bar charts when comparing two or more variables across categories. Example, leads versus conversions. So in our first example, we only had one example. We only had one categorical value, one numerical value. We can also use one categorical. So in that case, you have to use it like that. So let's see an example. So obviously here we have to use import pandas as PD only. Other libraries are already imported. So we will just import pandas as PD. And here we are creating a data frame where we are creating a campaign, a metric, and count. So in campaign, we are creating Google ad, Meta ad, LinkedIn, and multiplying this list by 2. That means this list will now have 8 elements. In metric, we are creating another key that is called metric, where we will say that their leads are 4 and conversions are 4. It is like we are writing leads 4 times, conversion 4 times. So this will also have 8 elements. And now these 4 are leads and these 4 are conversions. So that's how it is. So now in our data frame, we will have that. So before diving deeper, let's see what our data frame looks like. So this is what it looks like. Here we have campaign, here we have metric. So for Google Ads leads, what is count of leads? For Google Ads conversions, what is count of conversions? So that's how it will go. And once you will create a bar chart. So on x-axis, you will put campaign, the categorical value. On y-axis, you will put count. But here in color, we are not putting campaign, but as a color, we are putting metric. And metric, there are two metric, leads and conversions. And we are using another parameter called bar mode and putting its value as group. Title will be leads versus conversions by campaign and text will be count. Once you will do that, now we will have leads versus conversions by campaigns. So this is our another type of bar chart, which is a grouped bar chart. And here you can see this purple color represents leads. That's what color has does, and this represents conversions. So this is how you can create. So in our data, when you have something like this, you will be able to create that. In our tips example also, like if we group by gender and smoker, then we will be able to do that. So this is another example that you can try on real life examples. What is interpretation here? Each campaign now has two bars side by side, making it easy to compare how well leads converted into sales or registrations. Another example is stacked bar chart. Stacked bar charts show part to whole relationships. Here we have two clusters, but in a stacked bar chart, only one column will be there and its entire length will be divided into two or three or four parts depending upon how many segmentations do we have. So let's see an example and you will be able to understand it in a better way. So here you have. So now what are the changes here? Here bar mode is stack. Here bar mode is group. Everything else is almost same. Here X is campaign, Y is count. X is campaign, Y is count. Color is metric. And this is how you are going to create that. And text is count. So this is a stacked chart of the same case. So this is how you can create a stacked bar charts. So now how can we customize these bar charts? You can easily enhance readability and aesthetics. So if you want to update, you can create something like figure dot update layout. You can say title will be campaign performance overview. X-axis title will be marketing channel. Y-axis title will be count. Template we are choosing as Plotly White, and legend title will be metric. So let's try this. So let's say we are creating here. So if we put something like this here, so now you can see campaign performance overview, and here you can see now title. Earlier it was leads versus conversions. Now it is changed. Here we are using Plotly White. Here it was gray by default. Here the title legend title is metrics. Here it was metric. So that's how you can actually change this, right? So if we say Plotly dark, so you will be able to see a dark chart like this. So these are different examples that you can use to customize your chart, and this will give you a better look and feel according to your requirement. So this is what you can do in bar charts. You can also change color, like you can use figure dot update traces marker color equal to this. So let's say we want to change this, so we will add this, and if we run, then you can see color are also changed. So here we are using two colors, and all the charts are according to them, and then for other two, as we haven't specified colors, so we are not seeing anything. But this color traces will be well suited for second type of chart, like if we do this. So here you can see this is good. If we show color traces, you will be able to see like this. So all you have to do is you have to show it accordingly. All these options are there. You can choose from our this information that we have given here, and you can then do that. Then you can also see in update layout, we also have another parameter called transition duration. So if we just write it here, we have to add it here. So let's say transition duration. So you can see now this transition duration animation is there. Let's run one more time. Although these are simple animations, but later we are going to discuss animations in Plotly in great detail. For example, here you can see if I apply an animation, you will be able to see an animated chart like this. So this is what we will learn in other cases. Here you will find other examples, like here you can see when ear is increasing, how you can see it is animating in front of us. So everything that you see here will be discussed later. So this is a simple example about pie charts, and in part 2 section A, this is, let's call it part 2 section A. In section 2 or section B, we will use pie charts. So this is chapter 3 for us. In chapter 3 section 1 we studied bar charts, and now in section 2 we will study about pie charts, which I will cover in another video. If you have liked this, if you understood something from this, please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel, because we'll be bringing more and more interesting elements related to Plotly, bar, pie charts, and other different type of charts in Plotly.